This is pathetic. Today, I'm going to teach you some basic skills to good bike maintenance. And for this demonstration, I'm going to be using my 2008 Specialized Rockhopper Comp 29. And basically what that means is it has a 29-inch diameter wheels. The basic arrangement of tools and equipment that you will need include a star bit set, a small screwdriver, a large screwdriver, a tire valve and spoke wrench, a ratchet and socket set, a 4 to 6 inch crescent wrench, channel lock pliers, needle nose pliers, a standard and a metric Allen wrench set. To keep the bike clean, you're going to need a number of things. You're going to need a rag, a number of sponges, large and small, a bottle brush, a chain cleaner, a sprocket and gear brush, and a bucket. You're also going to need cleaning materials, dish soap, and a degreasing spray. Alright, now, the main components on the bike that are going to need the regular maintenance include the drivetrain, which consists of the front and rear derailleurs, the front crankset, and the rear sprocket. Your chain will also need maintenance. You're also going to need to work on the rims and tires, the spokes, and the brakes. Now that you know the components, let's look at what goes into maintaining a derailleur. On a derailleur, you can adjust a few things. The cable that runs from the shifters at the front of the bike to the derailleur itself. The barrel adjuster, which runs from the shifter at the front of the bike to the derailleur and adjusts how much movement there is in the cable itself. Also, there's these high-end and low-end screws. And these screws are very important because if you adjust them too far one way or another, you can either bend or break your derailleur hanger, or you could get caught in your spokes and break them as you're riding. The first thing you want to do in tuning your derailleurs is to run through all your gears to see where you have a stick up, or a hanging gear, or if you have any gears that are skipping. So to do that, just pedal with your hand and grab your shifter with the other hand and shift through slowly.
We're going to fast forward.
Right here I had one stick up, and the same with the 8th gear, so that's what we have to look at. So now I'm going to go back down. As you can see, it's getting more and more difficult to pedal as I go through the gears. And right here I hear a tension and a skipping almost through the chain. And that one I'm also having a skip on. So now that I've done that, I'm going to grab the barrel adjuster, which is also at the front of the shifter, and move it, turn it in and out just a little bit, and see if that will get rid of that hangout. That didn't do it, so now I'm going to let some slack out of the cable. The next thing I want to do is go back up to the 7th gear. And And that one's slipping, so I want to let out more from my barrel adjuster. To do that, you just turn it until you get a smooth shift. And now I do. Okay, now that my back ones are shifting nicely, I want to move up to the front. And the front is a little more difficult than the back because it's a smaller space and you have to work inside here because the front derailleur is behind your front crankset. So to do that, I'm going to move around to the other side. And again, I'm going to pedal and shift through my gears. I have 3 at the front instead of 8 at the back, so this one goes a little quicker. Now I'm having trouble shifting from second to first, so I'm going to move my low end shifter down. To do that, there's a screw here that you will find and turn until you find what you want. And you just have to mess with it a couple times until it does what you want. Now that's working a lot better. So that would complete the tuning of your front and rear derailleurs on a bike. Now as you can see, it's not that difficult, and I hope that y'all will try it yourselves.